What's up YouTube? It's your girl Life D and I'm back again with another YouTube video for you guys. In today's video, as you guys saw by the title and thumbnail, I'll be doing a sit down video today. So today's video will basically be me talking about how I'm feeling, how things are going, and just overall a life update of how things have been for me outside of what I've shown you guys in my other videos. So even though this is gonna be kind of like a rant, I do have 3 specific categories that I want to touch on. So let's just jump right into it. So I want to start off by talking about how long I've been doing YouTube and how I made my first video and my thoughts and all that going into doing YouTube. So if you have not been here long enough to know, I've been doing YouTube for 3 years now, and my first video was basically a vacation vlog. I went on vacation, I put out the camera and was like, you know what, I want to film and I'm gonna post this on YouTube. So I did just that, and I became a YouTuber right then and there by posting my first video. So when I came into like becoming a YouTuber, I thought that I was going to be able to do whatever I want, you know, post whatever I want. That's what I wanted to do. As a YouTuber, I wanted to post what I wanted to post. I didn't want to do what's popular or do what everyone else is doing in order for me to grow. Like, I wanted my growth to be natural from me being my authentic self and all that. And I'm still doing those things. I'm still being myself. I'm still doing what I want to do. But unfortunately, that results in slow growth. So as I previously said, doing YouTube for 3 years, I only have 430 something subscribers. And don't get me wrong, I am grateful for all of the subscribers that I do have and all of the views that I have received thus far. But part of me is thinking that I should be further than this, especially when I've been doing YouTube this long. And for any of you who probably think, oh, you're complaining, blah, 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 just click off the video because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear you talking, oh, you're complaining. I'm just expressing how I feel about certain things, and if you don't want to hear it, then that's you. You can just click off. Anyways, though, I just feel like I've been in YouTube for a long time, and when you don't get the results that you want to get from something, you kind of start thinking, what's the point? Like, why are you doing it? I feel like I put a lot of time, I put a lot of hours, effort, and all that into editing, making content, planning content, executing it, and promoting it, and all these different things that go into being a YouTuber. But it's hard. Like, I'm doing all this and it seems like I'm doing it for nothing because I'm not where I want to be. And as far as support, in the beginning, I did have some support, but unfortunately that support did not stick with me all the way, you know, till now. Some of it was like fake support because, you know, they watched my first, second, third video, but after that they did, like, that was it. They're not those same people that watched my videos at the beginning were not watching my videos now. So I just feel like the support is kind of fake or whatever. But I am trying to grow my support system and, you know, my subscribers that, you know, follow me on social media and stuff like that. I'm trying to make sure I interact with them, keep them updated, you know, and show appreciation to them because I am happy that they're, you know, sticking around. So that's pretty much everything I want to talk about as far as my YouTube channel. The next thing I want to talk about is my Instagram. I'm also trying to grow my Instagram. If you do not know, I post my Instagram at the beginning of each video, and my Instagram name is Real Life Dia. You can follow me if you want to. I'm also trying to grow on there. I post reels. I take advantage of the polls and all that stuff that you can post on the stories. And a lot of people watch my story, but they don't interact. Like, I share my YouTube videos on Instagram, but people don't click the link from Instagram. And I can tell by going to my analytics to see if people are interacting or using what I'm putting forth, you know? But anyways, with Instagram, I'm also trying to grow. So I just feel like I have 600 and something followers, but all of those followers do not like my post. Some people just look, they're just looking, they're just there to spectate and watch. They don't interact, they don't like your photos, they don't interact on the poll, they don't answer the questions on your story, none of that. Stuff like that is annoying to me. So it's kind of like what's the point? Like, why am I doing all this if I'm not really I'm not getting anywhere? But yeah, that's enough of that. That's all I'm gonna say right now as far as those 2 topics, Instagram and YouTube, and my growth and my platform and whatnot. But I'm just gonna go ahead and go on to the next topic. Okay, so the next topic that I want to talk about is my college life and how things are going outside of what I show you guys and what I talk about in my college diary series. If you haven't watched that, by the way, definitely put the link in the description and it's probably somewhere on the screen for you guys to check out. But I want to talk about how I feel like in college I'm basically reliving the same day every day. Like, I literally wake up, take a shower, eat breakfast, go to class, repeat. And I just feel like college is not as fun as people make it seem. A lot of people try to romanticize or like show the aesthetic things about college, but in reality, it's not always like that. And I'm here to show you and tell you via this video and via my college diary series that what they be showing, it's all fake. I mean, yes, college is what you make it, and I may be making my own college experience boring or like bad, but I just feel like I'm reliving the same day. And some people might relate to what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like I'm reliving the same day, doing the same thing every day, and it gets boring and it gets old. Another thing that I am like concerned about is, oh, I wrote down this stuff by the way. Another thing I'm concerned about is how I don't really have no friends here. I mean, yes, at the beginning, like freshman year, I was saying, oh, it's so easy to make friends. All you gotta do is talk to them, talk to people, blah, 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 boom. But no, after being here for some time, I've come to realize that that is not true. You can't just talk to people and, oh, boom, instant friends. That's not how things work nowadays. A lot of relationships and friendships are two-way roads. Like, effort has to be put in by both people, and if only one person is trying to like continue a friendship, or if only one person is initiating, then it's kind of like, why would I try to be your friend? Like, I don't know. I know I keep saying like a lot, but I need to extend my vocabulary, but that's not what we're talking about. So yeah, back to what I was saying. College life is pretty much boring when you don't have no friends. I mean, yes, you can make friends with your classmates, but in reality, those are not like your friends. Those are like colleagues, classmates, people that you go to when you miss the notes or like miss your homework or something. And as far as getting involved, for me, I don't really have no transportation, and for me to get anywhere, I would have to walk, and I already have to walk 20 minutes to get to class and then to get back to my apartment. And if I were to try to get involved and go to the student events and stuff and campus events, I would have to walk, and usually those events are at night, and I don't feel comfortable walking around at night. So it's kind of like why would I go? So I just stay home, and my college life is just, you know, the same day or the same week on repeat. You guys probably catch on to that on my college diaries, but it's pretty much me doing the same thing pretty much every week. I try to put new stuff in there, but it's kind of like, I'm not trying to fake it for you guys. I don't want to show like the stuff that I'm not actually doing on a weekly or daily basis, you know? Another college topic I want to talk about is grades and studying. Now, if you're a college student, you're definitely going to understand my next statement that I'm about to say, but college professors do not like update your grade. Like, they do not keep your grades up to date throughout the semester, and it's kind of frustrating to me because it's like, I need to know where my academic standing is, and how will I know that if I don't know my grade? Like, if I know I've been doing well in class, but it would still help for me to know what I have so that I can make sure I pass and make the grade that I want to make at the end, versus waiting all the way to the final, week to get my grade, and then boom, it's too late to try to bump it up. And me personally, I'm not a fan of math, so trying to calculate my own grade seems too complicated, and I just feel like it's annoying that teachers don't let you know what your grade is. Like, at least every few weeks they should, but some professors, they don't. They just wait all the way to the end, and then if you screwed, you're screwed. There's nothing you can really do. So the final category that I want to talk about is my personal life, or like personal growth type stuff. So I personally feel like I really dislike the fact that I am unsure of where I'll be in the future. So I'm currently a sophomore. The semester's coming to an end, so I'm about to be a junior. So I have 2 years left in college, but part of me is afraid because I don't know like what I'll be doing when I graduate. When I graduate, I want to know, or at least be a little bit prepared for what's to come. Because after I graduate, I'm obviously gonna have to go back home, but I'm just like, I don't know, I'm kind of overwhelmed with the thought of being able to make like a good income to afford like my own place, whatever, to move out of my home and like get a car, pay bills, all that type of stuff. Part of me is just like, am I ready? I don't feel ready, because if you guys have been around long enough, you would know that I've never had a job, like a real job for real. I only had like a summer job, but that was only one time. Like, throughout my whole life, I'm 20 now, but throughout my whole entire lifespan, I've only had one job, and that was over like the summer, and that was it. I mean, I just don't really like the fact that I don't know where I'm going to be, and that uncertainty scares me a little bit. And with me being an adult, it's kind of like, everybody has their own everybody has their own like path, I guess you could say, like their own speed when they get to certain things. But me, as a 20-year-old, I kind of feel like I still feel behind. Even though I'm a college student, I still feel like I should have a job right now. Like I should be making money. I should have a car, like stuff like that. I feel like, I mean, these might sound materialistic to you, but at the same time, these are kind of like things that you need to, in order to like get further in life, these are things that you need, I feel like. And I just don't have those things, so I kind of feel like I'm stuck in this boat of just uncertainty. Oh yeah, and I also have like a fear of failure. Like I don't want to like leave college and not be able to do all those things that I just mentioned in my last point. The last and final thing I want to talk about is how I want some form of a change in my life. Like in all aspects, I want some form of a change, because this kind of relates to what I said earlier, but everything is just like boring. It feels like I'm reliving the same day every week. When I say I want something new, like craving something new, I'm not talking about, oh, tattoos and piercing like everybody else. I'm talking about like new habits, new diet, like new environment, stuff like that. Like I try to switch around my room sometimes, but it's kind of like, it's just the same thing. It's getting boring. Like I want some form of change. I'm the type of person, I don't really like to be in the same place like for too long, you know. I want to start implementing like new habits or something into my life that spruces it up or make it more like fun or more happy or something, because it's just what I'm doing right now is not sufficing for me. At least in this point in time, I'm feeling like what I'm doing right now is not enough, and my surroundings are pushing forward that feeling of me not feeling like I'm doing what I need to do. Because like look where I'm at. Like I mean, yes, I'm in an apartment right now. I'm in an apartment, but I'm paying for this apartment with loans, and it's like when I leave college, I'm gonna have to pay all these loans back, and it's like, how am I going to pay these loans? I don't know. I just had a lot to say, and I feel like I need to get all this off my chest. So I decided to pull out the camera and talk about it, because I usually have like a person I go to talk about all these things, but I was cut off by them. So here I am talking to y'all about it. I know this video is probably like all over the place. Even though I've tried to make it organized, it probably isn't, but at least I said what I wanted to say. If you made it all the way to the end, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk or whatever, and I'll see you guys in my next video.